Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Awaken Positive Power. You are with Darcy, Kimberley as our wonderful guest again this week, and myself, Jemima, this on Sunday morning. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We are here to cover topics on depression, mental awareness, and suicide prevention. So welcome. We are here as your friends, just to talk to you about what we know about it. And I'm in the thick of it right now, guys. I'm in a bit of a mess. I know it feels like every week, exactly. That's my point. My point exactly. Feels like every week. And we have these amazing people here to guide me through this terrible time. And I don't know. I'll shut up. So welcome, guys. We love you. Thank you for coming in. Oh, before we start gabbling, there is a disclaimer down below. Please make sure you read it. If you know anyone who's distressed, please, if you are concerned or anything, reach out to the 1-800-suicide number. It could save a life. And never doubt it. Just, it's better to be wrong than not to ring. You know what I mean? And please like, share, subscribe, please. Okay, that's all. Over that stuff. Here we go. Here we go. Okay, yes, I'm in the thick of it, guys. I'm in the thick of it, and it's hard. And yeah. So Kimberley, go on with what you were saying. Like I feel
our conversation today. That's all right. Our conversation today was going to be about how to keep a positive perspective when everything feels like it's just completely dissolving around you completely. And Jemima is saying that she's completely dissolving, which she is. And
I think that's a beautiful thing.
I do too. It's really difficult, but it's really important, right? Dissolving the ego, dissolving.
Yes, because we can't change until all of that has been dissolved. We can't, nothing transforms for us. And as I'm saying that, I just had a butterfly fly by. Anyway, I just want to say, I still don't see why it can't be about positivity, because I think even when we're in the thick of it, I think that's such a beautiful thing, because when we're going there, and I know it doesn't feel like it. I mean, I can say that easily because right now I'm on this side. And so it's easy for me to say that, but I know that when I'm going through it, it's really hard for me to hear. And I really do want to just knock the shit out of whoever's saying it to me. But at the same time, I also know it's truth. The truth is that this state is not going to last. It's not going to be the end of us. And it won't kill us if we don't allow it to. We can get so caught up into it that we can really
let it overwhelm us, you know.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, there's this whole concept where our big feelings, we can indulge them, right?
Yes,
we can totally indulge it. And I like to, everything in my consciousness revolves around ice cream. But so so I look at it this way: when I have these really big overwhelming feelings, I see it as me in front of an enormous tub of, chocolate chip ice cream, or vanilla ice cream with chocolate syrup, and me just gorging and gorging, strawberry sugar, whatever, throw it in there. And you're just gorging and gorging and gorging until you make yourself sick. As overindulging. And that overindulging, we just keep it going and going. And I say, you cannot keep going until you're sick of it. So right now, Jemima, you are sick of it. And you're in the midst of that gorge of being just so overwhelmed by circumstances and your emotions. And, the thing about positive thinking and positive living is it takes a lot of practice, because we have done it the opposite way so long.
Yeah.
And so,
yes.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
Sorry, Darcy.
No,
Darcy,
go,
keep going,
go.
please.
Go.
You're at a good. No, I was just saying, I sound distracted. I'm sorry. I'm not. I am. And my mind is everywhere. I'm jumping from one thing to another. But Kimberley, you said before, to practice, positivity and things. And I was just saying to you too, I've been healing so freaking much that I'm tired of it now, and I don't know what to do. I don't know how much more healing
Here's the beautiful thing. The beautiful thing is that we all think that we have to do something, when the truth of the matter is we don't have to do anything at all. If we just were to allow it to be and allow these feelings to come up instead of fighting them or instead of pushing them or instead of trying to make them something else, I think that's where we are. I think that's our biggest mistake and our biggest hang up. For me, it is that when I try to fight something and I try to push it away or push it down, guess what? It's still going to have to find another way to come out, right?
But I'm not trying to not work with it. I'm working to encourage my shadow to come in so I can befriend my shadow and work with it and understand. And it's still nothing's changing. Well, I don't feel stuck. I feel so trapped by my own. I don't even know. Right now, I feel like it's external. I feel like my internal is quite strong to be coping with extended freaking stress. Yeah. And I know we all go through this, guys. I'm trying not to be self-indulgent, and I know I am so grateful and so appreciative for so many things, which on the other hand makes me feel bad, and then I go whack myself with guilt, you know how it goes.
So there you go.
So Kimberly and Jemima, Jemima, do you say thank you for your obstacles? And have you said thank you for these difficulties? And have you said thank you for this horrible situation? And have you said thank you for the assignment? Yeah. No. So thank you. Thank you for all this. Yeah, that's what Kimberly's trying to tell you. Thank you. Yeah. So this is what Kimberly's trying to tell you. What you resist persists. What you embrace dissolves.
That's right. Thank you. I can't, Darcy, you have such a way with words. But that's it. Okay, so I'm just gonna tell you a little bit something about that happened a week ago to me. I wake up. So I typically, I'm one of those freaks. I get up anywhere between 4 and 4:30 every morning. Like, I don't care what time I go to bed, I get up. But that's my time, and I get up and I do my meditations and stuff. And this particular morning, and I have a kitty cat that if I do sleep in, he makes sure I'm up too. And I'm waiting for the cat to wake me up because I'm thinking, because sometimes I wake up at 3 and 3:30 and I don't want to get up quite that early, And so I'm laying there and the cat's not coming to wake me up. Well, I didn't realize that my door had been shut. And so the cat couldn't wake me. And I had to be at work. And so I wake up late. So I don't get to do any of my meditation. And I get up and I listen to all these different meditations. I always make sure I do a gratitude. That is so important, and then I do an I ams, and those are my two main ones. But I have a series that I do that's a good 2 hours long, hour and a half minimum of what I get up and listen to and do for myself. I mean, I didn't get to do that this particular morning. I go into work. It's my new job. I'm there for day 5. I don't have my Social Security card. I can't get it because I've sent off for it, but our offices are still closed because of COVID. They won't see people, and they're backlisted. They're just now getting through the May 3rd at this time, and I had submitted mine on the week of June 17th or something like that, and so all I need is a receipt. They won't give it to me, so I go into work. And I give them what I can give them, and they're waiting to see what's going to happen. And they decide it's not good enough, and they're going to have to term me. Now I'm being termed, and I'm not being termed yet. That was on Monday. I got termed completely, but I have till Monday at 9 a.m. and it's Friday. And so I don't have anything to do. And I'm on the bus and I'm coming home, and I'm going to have to figure out how I'm going to tell my partner that I may. Are y'all there? Yeah.
I'm listening.
That I may not have a job, and I don't know how to tell her this. And I'm closing my eyes. I'm doing some meditation. I kind of knock out because I'm a little tired. And when I get off the bus, I don't realize somebody had stolen my phone. So now my phone is stolen. Oh. And so this is the domino effect, right? So I'm not grounded. I'm in a panic attack. All my voices are starting to come out, and they're already like, you're stupid, you're stupid, all the chatter, all that horrible chatter that we tell ourselves when things aren't going the way we think they're supposed to be going, right?
Right.
And so the chatter starts. And so now I come home. Now I have to tell her, not only am I going to probably lose my job, but now I just lost my $1,000 phone that I've had for maybe 2 months.
Oh my God,
right?
bless you.
And so I have to get my other phone. Now this raises suspicion with her why I have 2 phones. And of course, coming from where I'm coming from,
Right.
and I get defensive because I'm in defense mode. Oh, well, actually not now. I was already in defense mode, but now I feel like I'm being accused and I can't explain it. And the more I try to explain it, the worse it sounds, right? I'm making it worse. And she finally tells me, because this is what we agreed upon, take a time out, go outside and do your meditation. But I'm already past that point. And now I'm at the point of, I just need you to listen to me. I just need you to believe me. I just need somebody to believe me. I just need somebody to believe me. I'm not even believing in myself. How can I be asking somebody else to believe in me if I'm not even believing in myself for anything, right? And I lose it. I take that one phone that I still have. I have smashed it on my head and smashed it to pieces. So now it's completely in 2. I have, hurt myself a little bit, but I'll be damned if I'm going to tell anybody that. I get on the bus and I leave, and I'm thinking I'm supposed to be leaving, and we just broke up. Everything is nasty and everything's coming down, and I had a bad day and I had a bad afternoon and nothing got better. And then I'm figuring out, how am I going to go home? What am I going to do? How am I going to? I can't even show my face because I have so much shame. So much shame. And what I finally had to do is I had to just surrender. And I had to give myself permission to be human, really, is what it came down to. And I had to give myself permission that, just because these things happened to me doesn't mean that that's what I am. I'm not those things. And that was the biggest thing. And slowly but surely, each day turn around and each day turn around. And you know what? Turns out sometimes I'm smarter than I think I am. I had insurance on my phone. I didn't get my phone until Thursday. I just got the replacement a week later. I have a computer, so I could make some phone calls if I tried to from my computer from a different phone. But it was like, and by the way, the guy that took my phone took pictures of himself. He's such an idiot. So now I have pictures on him and I can file a police report. But the point of all of this is that I was so out of my body. I didn't do any of the things that I usually do. I'm so out of my body, and I'm buying into my own BS. I'm buying into the fact that I'm stupid. I'm a piece of shit. I'm all that chatter that I do. I'm beating the shit out of myself because I think I'm this horrible person, and I think that that's the best I deserve on a deep, deep, deep level. And that's our core level. And that's what the whole thing. If we can't get to that deep core level, and I feel like, Jemima, that's what's coming up for you. This is all your stuff on this deep core level. And until you can get that up and out and surrender to it, it's not gonna change. Because that's what we're putting out there. That's what we're putting off. Now I can tell you, I don't know what changed, why things are, but I got back in my routine and I did surrender and I had to just let it be. I'm now willing to go get a job at Dairy Queen right now just because I need to work. And you know what? That's okay. It doesn't mean that I'm any less than or I'm any better than. And if I'm saying that I'm too good to do that, then I'm telling those people that work there that I'm better than you.
That's really important.
True. That's it. And so I've ended up having a really good week this week. It hasn't been what I wanted it to be, but it's been exactly what I've needed it to be. And I've had such a special, it's like whatever happened, it almost is like it opened up a door into the relationship that even that is, and what I've had to do is surrender. I still don't know if I'm supposed to be moving or not, but I've had to give into it. And we finally got to talk about it last night because it's one of those things. I'm not always a very good communicator. I like to just kind of like, but I realized that God, the difference of what happens when you communicate,
Right.
and when you can express those things and express the fears. We have fears right now. You have a fear that's taken place and it's taken a hold of you.
Kimberly, that's the biggest thing is everything, all of this is about fear. Our
Yes.
the big beast underneath everything is fear. Whether you're wandering around angry or frustrated, underneath that anger and that frustration is fear. And
Yes.
and fear is this kind of, it's this overwhelming intensity that makes us act in different ways of behavior when we're so afraid of losing everything, or we're so afraid of dying, but that we end up feeling suicidal.
Yes.
Right. And it's all about fear. It's absolutely about fear. So, what Kimberly's telling you here is embrace your fear and say thank you for it. So you want to say, thank you for my difficulties right now. Boy, are they making me a strong and brilliant person.
Yes. Yes.
They are making you so, your difficulties, if you think about it, you could say it this way. Well, thank God you have some place to be. You could be under the freeway right now, right, Kimberly?
Yes. And I also want to say too that sometimes that these feelings, that it's like, how else will I know how great everything is if I haven't gone as low as I've gone? And you're going to end up saving somebody's life. I mean, that's the most important thing is our difficulties. We have no idea why, what the purpose is, but somewhere along the line, we may have saved somebody. We may have saved several. We may never, ever know it. But you know what? At some point, we ended up saving ourselves too, and how beautiful is that? But how could we know the beauty if we don't experience the ugly?
Yeah. I mean, and some people, and here we are, just need to experience the darkness and the ugly viscerally and as dark and as ugly as possible.
Yes.
We just really need to know it before, so we can embrace it and say, okay, thank you for this moment. Thank you for this learning. It's really hard. I really don't like it, but I'm willing to say thank you for it.
Yes.
I mean,
But
yeah, go ahead.
Can I throw? I'm playing devil's advocate because I'm in the middle of it.
Yeah.
Good.
I come from a place of gratitude all the time because I know how fortunate I am. So that is never a problem. I do my rituals each morning. Even this morning, I'm fed up and pissed off and all the rest. I make sure I take extra time to do it. So I'm doing all the things and practicing lovingly because I know it works. I know it helps. I know it heals me. I know it does shine a different light, even though it may be gray rather than black. It shines just a different little light on the day. But it's like, enough. Like when, why, and all the when, why, what, and ifs. It's like, I've went through a whole lot of hoo-ha for 14 years. Step outside for a good, 9 months of switching and happiness into another bucket of shit. Pardon my language, YouTube. But it's.
I'm going to challenge you on that, Jemima. Okay. I'm going to totally challenge you on that. That's a line of BS that you're feeding yourself.
I'm playing victim.
Absolutely. Not only that, you went into a 14-year relationship with somebody that you knew had a drug problem. You knew it the minute you met this person that they had a lot of problems emotionally, physically, mentally. So you chose somebody who was going to give you a run for your money in terms of self-worth and helping a person before you helped yourself. So you chose that person and you stuck with them for 14 years working on them. You didn't work on yourself. You worked on them. And then finally you woke up and said, what about me? I'm going to die if I stay here and work on this person one more moment. And you finally chose yourself after 14 years. Then you started this journey of choosing yourself, and slammo, you ran right into another person that you were given warnings from other people about. This person has these issues. And you knew going into that relationship that there were going to be questionable. You saw signs, you even said you saw the signs of it. You knew that, but you chose it because you still hadn't finished working on yourself and finding your own self-worth. And so it was easier to work on the relationship with another person. And that, I'm not saying this is bad, because what I'm saying is you bonded through that person with your wounds.
Yeah.
Oftentimes we get relationships that open our wounds so we
Yes.
can work on our
Okay.
wounds because we're in denial of our own wounds. So we find somebody up that you know, opens it up and pours in the salt and makes us
Right.
suffer so that we can go, oh, this is about my wounds, not theirs. Right. And so that's what this person facilitated. But the good news is you didn't take another 14 years.
Wow, that's actually right.
8 months.
You took 8 months and you stayed sober.
Yeah.
Yes.
So not only did you do it faster, you did it with conscious awareness.
Yeah.
And I want to just, if I can add something really quickly, because something I didn't share with you when I was out there on that day of that last Friday, the Friday a week ago, when all this shit happened, what I didn't share with you is how badly I wanted to escape and I wanted to check out. And my checking out is you know, even with a cigarette, I wanted to smoke. Oh my God, I needed to smoke so badly because, and then I had these visions of me, you know, of engaging back in my stuff. And when I do that, you know, I don't ever set out to intentionally harm myself, but I do set out to like, I hope that I don't come to out of this. I hope I just can check out completely. I'm just too big of a chicken shit to do it myself, you know? And that's the darkness.
Yes.
And the thing is 14 years. I hate to tell you this, but they say that it takes half that time for us to heal something. And when we have given when we have given everything, we have forgotten to save anything for ourselves of who we are and what we are, that and we've lost ourselves totally. You don't get that back overnight. It's going to take some time, and I think now even more so. I think you cannot be in a more beautiful and better place than where you're at, because you're getting to go into that dark hole
With a conscious understanding. You're going into it with awareness. Mindfulness.
That is beautiful, and that is amazing, because so many people out there don't have that. They don't get that opportunity, or they have that opportunity but they don't seize it, and you're seizing it. And
Yes.
that is beautiful, and that is something to be so grateful for. I'm
Right.
so grateful for you, because you just allowing me to do this saves me. You know, you just gave me another, you know, a beautiful another reasoning in another way. It's like, so
you gave her a gold star.
yay. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So I have to tell you also, you know, I heard that. Remember, Kimberly, when I was your roommate?
Yes.
I had broken up out of a 9-year relationship.
Horrible. I mean,
I know. And I was like, I remember when she said, oh, you can be my roommate. We were at work. I'm like, oh my God, I got to break up with this guy. I don't know what to do. It's been 9 years. Where am I going to go? I don't have any money. I don't know what to do. I can't. And she goes, well, you can be my roommate. I have a room. I'm like, you're my boss. Okay. Okay.
We had a good time.
We had a great time. It turned out fantastic. I'm so glad. I am so grateful for that. That whole journey. Me too. Boy, was that so much. Beautiful. It turned out to be so much fun. And everybody told me, you know, you were in a relationship for 9 years. It takes half that amount of time to process it. I think that's the old way of looking at it. Because I think that that's true when you're not processing it mindfully. The difference here is that Jemima is being mindful. She's trying, and she knows something needs to be healed. She's just not going, okay, I'm going to go and work out and, you know, go back to my mom's and sit there and, you know, make myself pretty and then go and look for another relationship. She's going, no, there's some deep darkness here that I really have to heal. And healing, as you heal it, it's not going to take, 7 years, because you're being mindful, because you're bringing.
That's true, Darcy. Thank you for saying that.
Oh,
Yes.
you're so welcome.
For saying that.
Sure. I
No,
mean,
here's the.
I get it. I totally get it.
It's like when you first got sober. I don't know. I remember when I first got sober, like I used to really think about what, like, that obsession was there. And one day, all of a sudden, I realized that, God, you know what? I haven't thought about using it in a long time. I don't know when it shifted. I couldn't tell you when it shifted. I just can tell you it shifted.
Yeah.
And that's what happens. I think that's true when we're in our mindfulness of making of conscious effort of allowing to just be and it just exist, allow these things to come up when they come up, that all of a sudden we realize that we're down the road and we don't even know when it changed, but all of a sudden we've shifted, and that is amazing. And
Yeah.
that's the most amazing feeling when you wake up and go, wow, I'm not over there anymore. Wow, I'm really not. Wow, look at how cool everything is. I mean, it's like the colors get brighter. Everything gets brighter. You have a clear. It's like going in with goggles. When you open your eyes underwater, it's all blurry. And you put on the goggles, all of a sudden you can see all the beauty. And to me, that's how it feels.
Right. I mean, and Kimberly, that's why I asked you to come today when you told me that you lost your brand new job, and your phone was stolen. And I said to myself, now Kimberly could have just tossed it all away and gone right back again.
Yeah.
But she decided that she's so much more worth it to the planet to bring her energy forward and to, and to keep on. And look at, she's like going, yeah, I have great possibilities. It's going to make her relationship stronger. It would have been so easy for you to just sink, and you went, no, I have something more important to do here right now.
My kitty cat's helping.
I have a cat.
This is Sir Duke of Piedmont. Hello, Sir Duke of Piedmont, everybody. Sorry.
So, this is when it's the hardest, and this is when it's the most important, is when you keep going.
Yeah.
That's when you keep going. Yo.
Yeah.
And the reward and the freedom afterwards is so spectacular.
Because you're going to be able to tell somebody else who's going through it, and you're going to go, I see you. I witnessed that. I hear you.
And it does change.
I'm a Pisces, right? And I like to withdraw. I like my cave. Yeah, I know. I'm a triple Pisces.
I've been having Pisces.
God. So I like to withdraw naturally, but now I'm finding I'm getting social anxiety because I'm falling apart. Then I'm mistrusting everyone, the vicious circle of mistrust, and then the mistrusting yourself. I mean, if I fall apart with tears, I don't want to feel that guilt of, the weight of the guilt of making us worry. And then I also don't trust anyone anymore because of all my insecurities, my past experiences. I mean, and then I'm a Pisces, anyway. How do I even shift? I mean, do I just sit in my dark cave and say this too shall pass? Like, I mean, I don't know what to do.
Well, that you can do that. You can say this too shall pass, because it will. I mean, it totally will. Or you can embrace it.
I think you need to embrace it. I think sitting with it is okay, as long as you're embracing it and you're not feeding
discounting
it. You've got to stop feeding the demon. But you're feeding the demon, and I think that's what we all do when we get into that. That's what I was doing on that Friday, as I was feeding the demon. I was already
feeding the demon, though. I don't understand how am I feeding. How?
Well, it's like this. Okay, you know what? So what if you're emotional right now? So what?
Mm-hmm.
So what if you go to the grocery store and you buy a banana because that's all you can afford, and you cry? So what? You are entitled to your tears. So what? Who's judging you, Jemima? If somebody's judging you for your tears, say, you know
don't
what?
need it. Bye-bye.
Well, I am right now. Well, after September 11th, I was living in New York City and I had a new baby. I was really emotional. Mioma crawled on the day of the building coming down. He crawled that day. And I was just so amazed by the profound cycle of life, this awful devastation. And yet my baby crawled, which is like a symbol of humanity moving forward somehow
Yeah.
in my head. You know, it was profound. But I was so emotionally distraught. And a couple days later, maybe 2 weeks later, I'm walking down the street with my baby in a stroller. And I'm just overwhelmed. And I see this old man sitting on his front stoop, and he looked so upset. And I said, "Are you okay?" And he goes, "No, I'm not okay." And I'm like, "Can I help you?" And he said, "No, that's okay." And I pushed the stroller on. I'm like, "Oh, I'm not okay either. And that's okay. Why would I be okay right now? Why do I have to be okay? I'm not okay. This has been awful. It's just okay, Jemima. It's awful right now."
But you can feel the effect on other people. And
who cares?
I care because I'm an empath and I feel their pain and I don't want to be responsible for them.
But
responsible.
first of all, we're not responsible for anybody
No.
except for ourselves. We're only responsible for ourselves.
That's right.
And what I've learned is 9 times out of 10, and I don't mean to blow like that. I'm so sorry I did it like that.
That's right. That's okay.
But 9 times out of 10, it's my projection of me that I'm putting on to others.
Yes.
And so I'm automatically assuming. I'm going to say this again, and I think I said this last time. I don't know if y'all ever watched 6 Feet Under, the series that was back in early 2000. Was amazing. The last one, the last deal was this woman, and she had lost her husband, and she has his ghost comes and visits her all the time, and he's always saying all these horrible things to her, like horrible things, like, wow, my God, I had no idea he was such an asshole. Like, I don't remember him being so mean and all this kind of stuff. And at the very last episode, it shows that she finally comes to and out of that self-hate and that self sabotage and those voices. And the whole time what she was hearing is, "You stupid be, you know, you stupid be, you know, all these things." And what he was saying is, "I love you so much, you're so beautiful." But because that's
she only heard the other part.
She only heard, and he was never saying that. That was never ever said. And I'm saying that is because that's our internal stuff that we have, and we do project it, and we do automatically think, "Oh my God, look at what I'm doing to everybody," when we're not. You know,
don't infantilize everybody.
Right.
You just made everybody completely incapable of dealing with their own baggage.
Well, now I feel even better.
No, you shouldn't.
No.
I mean, I'm serious. I have to figure this out.
Your laughter. Wait, look at that smile. Look at that beautiful smile.
Yeah.
And that's a genuine smile I'm seeing.
Yeah.
You know what? And you weren't smiling earlier.
No, not at all. Not at all.
Not at all.
No. So something is already starting to shift. And
yeah, you ladies are incredible. That's what shifted. Like,
no, but it may be this moment.
Seriously.
But just giving yourself permission to be, I think, is the most powerful thing that we can do for ourselves, is to allow ourselves to be human and to be emotional. We're emotional. That's what humans are. You know, we have all these emotions. And, you know, that cats are the only other animal that actually hunt for sport. Every other species does stuff out of necessity. And we have so much that we do just because, you know, but look at that smile right now, you know, to just allow ourselves to be human and allow ourselves. We think we're supposed to be these invincible. That's not what I used to think. I used to think I was supposed to be invincible. I'm a protector. I keep saying that. I'm a protector. I'm supposed to. It's like it's not okay for you to be hurting or for you to hurt. I want to fix you, but it's okay for me to suffer because that's what I'm supposed to do in life. And that's such bull. That's like, where did I get that information? Whether it was told to me or not, it's not reality, you know? And this may be a deep healing that you're healing. You may be healing childhood stuff, that inner child, you know?
Or I don't know about life stuff, or who knows what, you know?
Yeah.
But you're learning it on a cellular level.
Which is awesome.
But when you're healing, guys, like, so, you know, I've said I've done a lot of work. I've done a lot of ceremonies, a lot of practical work to help with myself and try and break this pattern of whatever it's going on, or come to terms with what's going on. Now, when you said past life or child or, you know, all this stuff, I still don't know. And will I ever find out? And
Yes.
am I healing the process? Is this going to last forever and always come up if I don't pinpoint the specific thing? You know what I mean? I'm confused as in, do I have to break that one thing that's obviously the camel's back, and then hang on, break that straw? I don't know what, you know, the analogy is.
When you stop fighting, and when I'm saying fighting, when you stop trying to figure out exactly what it is and where it's going to, once you stop and surrender, you will learn, you will know. And I can say that from complete total experience. I can say that.
What Kimberly did is I'll tell you what, she changed her response. You cannot change your circumstances necessarily until you change your response to those circumstances. So, you know, you've got a bad situation, so you can kick and scream and cry and wail and hide and go under the bedclothes, or you can change your response. As you change your response, there are multiple layers of your response. There's the outward response, and then there's the inward response, and then there's the spirit. You know, it's all in there. And so you work to change your response. So if I am in the same relationship forever and ever, right? Keep going, you know, dating the same guy with a different face or whatever, then I have to start asking myself, what is my response to these relationships? If I have the same thing at work all the time. I had a friend who, she keeps getting these jobs, and then she'd say, oh my God, I feel like I'm working with so-and-so way back when. You know, like, yeah. I'm like, sure. You are. You have to change your response. And I did change my response. Well, not exactly. So let's really look at, are you advocating for yourself? Are you valuing yourself? Are you standing up for yourself? Or are you gossiping on the side? Are you huffing and puffing in the break room? Are you going home and being mad about them and not saying, hey, this doesn't work for me? You know,
are you beating yourself up?
Beating yourself up for being in the same situation again with a different face.
Yeah.
You know, so change your response. And like I said, it's a multi-leveled response game. It's multi-level.
Do you fake it till you make it? Or like, I feel like I can change my response, but I don't believe it. I feel like I'm bullshitting myself.
Well, then you're gonna have to start finding your faith inside. Yeah, and you're gonna have to say, gosh, I really am just totally accepting of the darkness. I'm totally accepting of the fact that I guess nothing will ever get better, and here I will be forever in this horrible situation, and God has forgotten me, my friends are not here, and here I am because I am just totally worth it, right? So is that your response?
No.
Right. So you got to work on it. So
more
yeah.
work. I'm just joking. Every day it takes effort. I know. And that's the beauty of it. I mean, it is the journey, isn't it? It's not the location, not the destination.
I hate that one. The journey.
But you know what? I just heard something that was so well done. It was so well said, because it's like, you know, it's like a road trip. It's like, picture yourself taking a road trip from California to New York. This is exactly the you know, what was used. And, you know, our lives are like that road trip. We're not going to be in the same landscape. We have all these different landscapes. We have all these different routes. There's a direct route to New York. We can take the side route. We can take this route. There's all these different routes. There's all these different ways we can get from California to New York. But no matter what, we're going to pass through these landscapes. And some we may decide to sit in for a little while, and we may decide to stay there for a little bit. And then we may decide to pick up and go. But no matter what, the landscapes are always changing. And that's what our life is like. Our life is a road trip.
Well, the irony, guys, is I'm actually on a road trip.
Right.
Hello. I mean,
Hello. How funny. Yeah, I know. Best
right?
coaching, eh?
And think about that. And think about, how different things have been, how it's different. The landscape is different. Now, maybe your feelings, and maybe because of where you are in your internal journey, is that you're needing, for whatever reason, it sounds like maybe you're needing to stay there for a little bit. But it also sounds like you're finally getting uncomfortable enough to finally do something about it, to go, yeah, you know what? Okay, I
I'm
see.
ready. I'm ready to do something about it. I'm ready to leave immediately, but I have a hindrance with the dollar sign that stops me, and so I'm sort of.
All right, so this is a big deal. Go ahead,
deal.
Kimberly. This is a
No, I
big
was going to say, this is the vibration. This is the vibration that we're putting out. You
Right.
got to
Yeah.
change that vibration.
Yes.
And that vibration, you may have to fake it till you make it. But that vibration, you need to get into that gratitude place of, thank you for giving me the means to be able to get from point A to point B. Thank you for helping me out. Thank you for giving me this amazing experience. Thank you. Get into that gratitude, but get into the gratitude also as if it's already happening, so that you can move yourself forward. And
Right.
I do believe in that.
Yeah, so I mean, so do I. I see the pictures. I see where I'm going, and I smell it. I can smell it. It's exciting, and I'm just waiting. I'm just
Hey,
waiting.
can I point out something, Jemima?
Yes, please.
As we've been talking, your internet's not cutting out. Just saying. And I also want to say, I just want to point that energetically out, that as opposed to the beginning of this thing. But also this whole, right? I know.
Amazing.
That's so cool.
I know, it's so interesting. I have this,
us, guys.
yeah, I have this game I play with myself when I'm late for work, and I taught it to my son. And like, oh, come on, I'm gonna be late, and then I'm late, and then I drop everything, and I got to pick everything up, and now I'm more late, and then I forgot something, now I'm more late, and I have to run back inside, and now I'm more late, and now I'm really upset. I'm always on time. I have plenty of time. I'm always, even if I'm late, I'm always on time. I have plenty of time. I'm always on time. I have plenty of time.
So change that to money.
And I start driving. Yes, you can. So yes, you can. I was going to get to that. So you're talking about the fake it till you make it. This is how you do the fake it. This is the difference between what Kimberly and I are talking about with the positive thinking and having faith in faith rather than faith in fear, and understanding that you've got to find your truth deep inside and value yourself. That has to be truthful. Faking it to you making it has to do with your words and what you're saying, because your subconscious does not know the difference between what you say and what you believe. It just hears what you repeat. So
that vibration,
that verbal there's a lot of different vibrations. There's the verbal vibration, there's the thought process, there's the emotional, you can think of those as energy, emotional energy, verbal energy, or you can think of it as vibration. It's the same idea, right? However it connects in your brain. So verbally is where you fake it till you make it. All right. And so you say, always on time. I have plenty of time. What you resist persists. So you got to start making peace and love with money. And the way you start making peace and love with money is that you think of money as energy. And there's more than enough money in the universe for you and I and Kimberly and all our friends and relations and their friends and relations and their friends. There is enough in this world for all of us to have some. So now your resistance towards money, because this is about self-value. This is about valuing the self energetically. So when you say, yeah, I am ready to move forward and make changes, well, you also have to say, I am ready to accept the money that is coming to me. I am ready, because money I will use for my higher self, my best good. I may not have used it in the best way in the past, but that is in the past. I am now here in the present. And for me, I bless the money that is coming to me right now because I know that my value is worth millions. I am willing to accept $1 as an affirmation of my worth, knowing this $1 becomes $1,000, becomes many thousands of dollars, becomes millions, because that's what I am worth. And so money is not bad. Money is great. It's energy that we exchange for what we put out in the world and what we get back. And right now you are learning to value being in the world, putting yourself in the world. All your feelings and thoughts are valuable. Your presence is valuable. And so saying money is bad means that you're not valuing yourself. So start making peace with money, start loving it, start saying it's okay for me to love it. I bless it, and I am finally ready to accept it coming into my life. I'm ready. You can make money into a monster, a really awful, horrible monster, and then make peace with it and love it, because every monster needs love on some level.
Amen.
Right? Every monster, right? So that's what the deer is a symbol of. The deer, that story about the deer that wants to go see Great Spirit, and the monster was protecting Great Spirit so nobody could get to see Great Spirit. But the deer, with all its gentleness, says, no, I got to go see Great Spirit right now. So can you please move? And its gentleness and loving kindness shrunk the monster, and then deer could go through to see Great Spirit.
Wow.
Yeah, it's beautiful. It's a beautiful story.
So awesome.
Goes back to those animal cards. So yeah, when you hear yourself saying, money, I hate you, you got to turn around and say, you know what? No, money, I accept you. I accept you. And I know that you are coming to me right now because I value myself and the work that I am doing. I value the work I'm doing. I value my presence in the world. And therefore, I value the money that's coming to me. I value it's coming to me today. It's coming to me right now.
Mm-hmm.
Ladies, I value you so much. We're going to have to end with are you going to do us a meditation, my lovely Darcy? Because we're here for you. Yes?
Okay, yeah, I want to do a meditation.
Awesome. I love us dabbling on for hours and hours if we could. But
yeah, we would be.
Thank you for letting me come in.
I'm so grateful, Kimberly, that you are here.
Thank you.
I'm so grateful y'all said for me to come. Thank y'all so much.
Again, come again, please.
Yes.
Well, I felt that you would bring so much today that, you know, so I'm like, oh, so in my meditation this morning, in my morning prayers this morning, I started working with gold stars. You know, I was really thinking about it. I was going, you know, I want to send loving thoughts to different people that are having different struggles. And I'm like, how can I really do that, you know, visually? I mean, you can do it lots of different ways. You can send out pink light, golden light. You can do the whole bubble. Sometimes I don't have enough time in the morning to really do a really good visualization. I feel interrupted. I feel rushed. So I said, oh, I'm going to give people gold stars right on their forehead. So I gave Kimberly 2 gold stars today. This is in my meditation. I'm like, here's the one for her difficulties. Here's the one for her to keep going. Right?
Thank you, Darcy. Thank you.
It makes me very emotional. Right? To think that you're back, Kimberly. I'm just really grateful. And then what happened? Jemima sent me a gold star. Right? Jemima sent me a gold star text. She's never done it before. She sent me a gold star text. I'm like, look at that. There's a gold star coming right back to me.
Wow.
How amazing was that? Yeah, I sent them to a lot of people today. So
you send them to yourself too, Darcy?
Well, I did now.
Good job.
I did now. Yeah, sure.
And Kimberley, just knowing you 2 times, meeting you, I'm so glad you're here with us too. Like, I understand Darcy's tears, because I mean, it makes me emotional to think that you would not be here with us. You've given me so much too. These last 2 sessions have you profoundly helped me, and I know you understand the addiction side too, which makes it an even stronger bond between us in terms of recovery. And I honor you and your recovery and your love and your gratitude. It's a beautiful, beautiful thing, and you are a warrior, and I'm so glad you are here with us. Thank you. Thank you.
Me too.
Thank you. All right, let's sit down for a sec. Put our feet on the floor.
Okay.
And it's okay.
Yeah.
It is okay.
It's okay. Yeah, I'm okay with that. So put your feet on the ground. Yeah, there you go. Wherever you are, you put your feet on the ground, feel your feet on the ground, and close your eyes for just a moment and take a deep breath in through your nose. Fill yourself up. Hold on to it. And then exhale through your mouth. Long and slow. And feel your body settling into that chair. And again, breathe in through your nose. Feel your body filling up with air. Hold it. Hold on to that. And exhale through your mouth. Long and slow. Long and slow. And now just breathe easy for a moment. And one more time, breathe in through the nose. Nice and full. And hold on to it. And exhale through your mouth. Long and slow. And let yourself breathe easy. And if it's warm air going in through your nose, that's fine. If it's cool air, great. Just notice the temperature of the air going in through your nose and out through your nose. In and out. And notice the sounds around you. And just let the sounds come and go. The way the breath comes and goes. And if you notice your thoughts are running around, just let your thoughts come and go. The way your breath comes and goes. The way the thoughts come and go. And if you have any discomfort in your body, just let those discomforts come and go. The way the thoughts come and go. The way the sounds come and go. The way the breath comes and goes. Everything comes and goes, easy and effortless, letting it come and go without holding on or trying to change it in any way. And if feelings come up, it's fine. Just let those feelings come up and go. Feelings come up and go, where the thoughts come and go, sounds come and go, the way the breath comes and goes. Coming and going, easy and effortless, just like giving and receiving. The breath goes in and out, giving and receiving, easily and effortlessly, coming and going. And now, put all of your attention on your feet. All of your attention on your feet. Feel your feet on the floor. And imagine from the bottoms of your feet 2 long red extension cords, those really strong, thick extension cords, going from the bottoms of your feet all the way down, through, down, through the crest of the earth down through all the different layers of the earth to the very molten lava center of the earth and plugging in. You're just plugging in. And as your extension cords go down, down, down and plug in, feel that energy from the very center of the earth coming right back up those extension cords, right back up, right up into the bottoms of your feet. Feeling that red glowing light coming up, covering your feet all the way up over your shins and calves, your knees, right up through your thighs, into your hips, grounding you, plugging you right into Mother Earth, right into that glowing red energy, plugging you right into that healing, strong, grounding energy with those 2 extension cords. Just letting that come up in your body, feeling that connection to the earth, feeling that connection to the earth, being with that earth right now. Breathing in and out. That's right. I'm going to leave you with that, saying I am so grateful for my friends, so grateful for my family, so grateful for this opportunity, this moment, so grateful for my obstacles. I realize they are opportunities for healing and change. And I'm so grateful for you guys right now. And we will see you all again soon. So just practice that red light today. Stay grounded, stay present, and know that you're surrounded by love.
Thank you, Darcy. Thank you, Jemima.
Bye-bye.